What's up, guys? So today we've got our first Destiny 2 video. I'm going to be posting a fair bit of Destiny this year just while I work out the direction I want to go with this YouTube channel. But without further ado, let's get straight into this solo Warlock build. So today I've got an unkillable Void Warlock build. You'll be getting damage resistance from Well of Tenacity, using our Void grenades to generate those Void Wells, Devour to instantly refill our health after every kill, and using Devour and Controversive Hold in synergy together to quickly restore our grenade energy. The background gameplay is just me running through a Master Lost Sector, so enjoy. As of this week, all players will have access to these mods, so you'll be able to set up this build right away, no matter how long you have played this game for. If you have a weapon with Repulsor Brace, I just haven't dropped one, but you can use that for a 50% Void Overshield on top of all the healing. It isn't necessary, you can use whatever weapons you like, but a Void weapon will pair with Volatile Rounds, and Volatile Rounds output is insane. In terms for the stats of this build, make sure your resilience is at 100 and then focus discipline and recovery. They're not as important as the 40% damage reduction, but the discipline, getting that as high as possible to cycle your grenades, is a secondary importance. So for the grenade, we're obviously going to be using Vortex Grenade, and for the rest of the abilities, it's totally up to you because they don't really play a massive part. For aspects, we're using Chaos Accelerant to overcharge the Void grenades, which does stack with Controverse Hold and Feed the Void, so we can proc Devour on our grenade kills. So the fragments we're going to be using are Echo of Remnants to again increase the duration of the Vortex Grenade, so we're stacking 3 grenade effects on top of each other. Echo of Undermining to apply a 20% debuff to the enemies hit by a grenade, which is going to help us keep Devour up. And finally, Echo of Instability for volatile rounds. If you're not using a Void weapon, I would swap this to Echo of Persistence just to help keep Devour's uptime going. Now onto the mods. So the important elemental well mods we're going to be using are Elemental Ordnance, so we can create wells with our grenades, which is the heart of the build. Elemental Time Dilation, so we can stack Well of Tenacity and give it an 11-second uptime. Well of Tenacity, of course, for that damage resistance. Bountiful Wells, which isn't required, but it is nice to have extra wells just to give us more ability energy. If you want, you can unslot Bountiful Wells because we know how expensive that grenade launcher Unstoppable is. It is 7, and that's just too expensive, but you can unslot Bountiful Wells if you like. Other mods are really completely up to you. Some notable mentions for Season 19 are Solo Operative if you're running solo content, or Lord Calvin's Basilisk to give those Void Grenades overload to lower the damage output and to stop the champions. The mod placement I'm using is fairly straightforward. You don't need to follow this exactly. It's just to allow for other mods to be slotted, making sure we're not using too much energy in the helmet or arms, so that we can slot champion mods or high value mods like Ashes to Assets in those pieces. But yeah, this is what I've been running in almost all content in Season 19. We'll see how this build stacks up with Lightfall when it releases in February. But until then, guys, remember to leave a like if you found this video helpful, and consider subscribing. It does help me out a ton. I'll see you next time, guys.
Tussle.